right, light up those pumpkins, everybody, because we are live. Let's see who else is awake and alive out there tonight. Welcome to the Halloween show, everybody. This is an HDN special live episode of the Halloween show. If you're new here, my name is Matt. We are Halloween Daily News, and this is our roundup of all of the latest headlines from all the top stories that we're covering right now at HalloweenDailyNews.com and right here on the HDN channel. And we are live, so I look forward to getting feedback. There's a lot going on right now, a busy time of year for us, as you guys know. So I want to thank you for joining us this evening. And I'm going to turn over here to the live chat for just a few minutes. I see some familiar names and faces popping up already. Erica was in here early. Phil has checked in as well. Happy Thursday to you. The Halloween Goblin, Chad Francis, asking when did we start going live on Thursday? When it's that time of year when there's a lot of stories going on, a lot to talk about. And, you know, sometimes there's a lot that we have to catch up on. And that means it's time for an HDN live episode of the Halloween show. So thanks for being here, Chad. Darlene is here as well. Byron has checked in. Awesome. Love seeing this. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Like I said, I do appreciate you guys tuning in live, and if you're watching in a replay, I appreciate you checking out there as well, and you can play along at home in the comments below. I don't expect a big crowd in the live chat tonight. We didn't really promote this event and didn't really plan on doing it more than about an hour or two ago. But like I said, it's been a busy couple of days. A lot of these stories we've published article versions of at HalloweenDailyNews.com already, and but we haven't done that video component yet, and we haven't had the conversation with you guys yet, our friends here on the HDN channel. So that's what tonight's about. We're going to go through some of this stuff, and we do have a few things that we haven't talked about on the site yet. We do have some Halloween Ends news we're going to talk about. We've got a little bit of Hocus Pocus news, a little bit of Terrifier 2 news as well. And we've got some Dark Harvest news. We've got some Animatronics news. That's what we're going to be doing at the end of the show, taking a look at some more of the new 2022 animatronics that are available right now from Spirit Halloween, online and in some cases in physical stores near you. So lots to talk about tonight. You guys, regular viewers, know how it goes. If you don't know, I'll be turning over here to the live chat regularly to get your comments, questions, and so forth. If I don't get to you, I apologize in advance. We might not get to everybody, but we'll certainly try. Like I said, we don't have a very big crowd in here tonight, so shouldn't be a problem. And then we'll go through a news item. I'll do the news item, and then we'll have a little conversation on that. We'll move on to the next news item. And that's how it'll go this evening. So, let's see. Michael Audrey Myers has checked in. Awesome. Let's see. Darlene is happy. It's almost Friday. Excellent. Al is here as well. Cindy Preston has checked in. Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. All right. So, like I said, there's a couple different news items that we're going to talk about, and we're just going to run through them, and I'll give you the update, and then we will get into the conversation. I see the video shop has checked in as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very cool. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting our everything set up for us here, so we can go into our first story. Awesome, guys. All right. That's right. Light up those jack-o'-lanterns in there, Michael. Light it up. Not drinking the traditional Monday night Michael Myers mango twist tonight. I'll have you know. Um, Keeping it straight tonight, straight newscast. Even though we are in prime time, not quite our usual late night 10:31 p.m. slot. If you don't know what I'm talking about our usual Michael Myers Monday live stream we do on Mondays. If you enjoy what we're doing here tonight, you might want to make plans to join us there. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that, because we do this type of stuff all the time. And as you can see, sometimes it is very unannounced, so you want to turn on those notifications. And while I'm at it, just think about joining the HDN Club. It's only $5 a month, and you get some exclusive access to certain videos early and other fun content, badges, emojis, all that good stuff. You can just click the join button down below, and that'll give you all the details. And we appreciate it. All right, let's get into the news. Okay, you probably saw this. We reported on it at HalloweenDailyNews.com, but we've got a few other items we're going to talk about tonight as well. So we know now that Halloween Ends has received its official R rating from the Motion Picture Association. And of course, this doesn't come as a surprise at all. The shock, of course, would be if it was didn't receive an R rating. Could you imagine the absolute shock and cries out into the universe from certain fans if it was announced that the MPA had rated Halloween Ends PG-13? I don't even want to imagine it. But it received its R rating a few days ago, and here let's take a look at what it says. Their reasoning for this rating. And I just have to say, it is really cool, though, to see everything moving forward, right along, further down the road back to Haddonfield. So the MPA has given Halloween Ends an R rating for what they call, quote, bloody horror, violence, and gore, language throughout, and some sexual references. And in some related Halloween Ends news, John Carpenter is appearing at Steel City Con in Pittsburgh this weekend, and he talked to a local newspaper ahead of that appearance, and the interview was published just a few days ago. And in that interview, he talks a bit about his friendship with, of course, Pittsburgh favorite native filmmaker, the late great George Romero, and some of the other projects that he has upcoming and that he's working on right now. And of course, the subject of Halloween Ends came up, as it's going to come up with pretty much anybody involved with this movie making any public appearances in the next 2 months. And there are a lot of those appearances coming up for a lot of people involved in this film, as they are all out there on the convention scene right now, including the man himself, John Carpenter. Okay, so let's go over here. Okay, this comes to us from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, who spoke to John Carpenter ahead of his appearance at Steel City Con. And we'll go down here to the good stuff, where he speaks very briefly, as Carpenter typically speaks very briefly about anything he's talking about, but he does speak briefly about Halloween Ends. He says, of course, quote, I love This is Carpenter speaking. He says, quote, "I love working with David Gordon Green. He's a great director. I love supporting him, and I love this new role. I love making music. What's not to like?" I've said before that I think John is happier than maybe he's ever been in his professional life. Just kind of living the rock star dream right now. And in this interview, John does seem to indicate that he has, in fact, with his bandmates, his son Cody Carpenter and godson Daniel Davies, they have apparently completed their work on the soundtrack for Halloween Ends. After stating that the film is, quote, "somewhat different," again, just reiterating what Carpenter himself has previously said, and some other comments from those involved with the film, John Carpenter says, quote, that he is, quote, "very proud of the film and the work we did on the soundtrack." He says, quote, "very proud of it and the work we did on the soundtrack," end quote. And of course, John then even reiterates what he said before, is that, yeah, if you think this is the last Halloween franchise movie, then clearly you don't know how Hollywood works. He says, if the movie makes money, I don't believe it's the end. There's a way of when a movie makes money, it seems to resurrect the next one. And again, this just reiterates exactly what John has previously said, that, yeah, this is going to end this saga, as they're saying in the marketing. It's going to end this version of this Michael versus Laurie story. But this franchise will continue, as we've said, for some time. It's just likely that we're probably not going to see Michael on the big screen for a little while now after Halloween Ends. And that's why I keep saying, let's just enjoy this cherished anticipation over the next 2 months. One more cool Halloween Ends update is just earlier this evening, on Thursday evening, August 11th. The Shape himself, the original Shape himself, Nick Castle, shared a fun photo on his Twitter account. Well, let's just take a look at it right here. Here, Nick Castle shared a fun photo this evening on Twitter. Here is that photo. That is Mr. Castle in the ADR recording studio, and you can see on the screen there, yes, that is in fact a new look at Michael Myers at the mask in Halloween Ends. He is recording the breathing. In the tweet, Nick says, quote, "breathing some life into the Shape for the last time. So bittersweet." And there's a zoomed in look at what he is looking at on the screen, as he is specifically doing some Shape breathing right here. You know, James Jude Courtney has put it that way before, that Nick is there spiritually breathing life into the character, while James physically brings the character to life and embodies what Nick and John and Tommy Lee Wallace and Deborah Hill and everybody created in 1978. Absolutely, along with Carpenter coming back and doing these soundtracks for these recent Halloween films, as well as Halloween Ends, and then also having Nick Castle involved, filming the cameo appearances he's filmed, and doing the breathing of the Shape. I mean, it really does just bring it home and pay homage to the legacy of this franchise in such a cool and fun way. So that was an exciting photo to see. Let me know your thoughts on these latest updates on Halloween Ends. How excited are you to hear the first new track from Carpenter from the Halloween Ends score? I expect that's probably going to be coming pretty soon. It was in August when we got the very first track from the Halloween Kills soundtrack, I believe. So it's going to be coming pretty soon. So let me know in the comments and in the live chat how excited you are for that. Did seeing this photo of Nick Castle in the ADR booth give you a little bit of goosebumps like it did me? I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. All right. Darlene says, can't wait. Chad, can't wait. Video shop, that mask looks different. A lot of upper lip action. Phil says that image gave him chills. Absolutely. Byron says, hopefully the boys watched the film while composing the soundtrack. Well, in the behind-the-scenes stuff that they published of them recording the 2018 soundtrack, it did look like that's how they were doing it, was composing to the scenes and you know, playing as they're watching, literally. So I think they probably did. Byron's asking about an HK Expanded Edition soundtrack. Yeah, we never did get that. Maybe eventually. Chad says, only box office failure can hurt Michael. That's true. Cindy says, very excited. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, again, the R rating, no big surprise. You know, we know Nick's in there. We knew that the soundtrack was probably done. They've screened the film. We reported last week that it was that last week or the week before. It's been a wild couple of weeks. But we recently reported on that standing ovation that the one of the recent test screenings got. So a lot of exciting news here with Halloween Ends. But yeah, let me hear your thoughts on that. All right, let's move on now to another one of this year's most anticipated Halloween horror sequels, and I'm talking, of course, about the return of Art the Clown in Terrifier 2. It was recently confirmed that the film is absolutely going to be released this Halloween season. It's going to play some festivals, and then it's going to have a theatrical release. And we still don't know exactly how many theaters it's going to be playing in, but I think that's amazing and super exciting in itself that it will play in theaters. And then it's going to go to Bloody Disgusting's horror streaming service, Screambox. Earlier this week, we were gifted with 3 brand new tracks from the Terrifier 2 soundtrack. And we'll go over here to this release. You may have seen this. We published it on our website, and you can listen to the tracks on Spotify or your streaming service of choice. And the tracks are composed and performed once again by Paul Wiley, who did the soundtrack for the first Terrifier film. The titles of the songs are Art Party, Spasms, and Terrified to Tears. And again, I'm not going to play all 3 tracks right now, but if you are a Terrifier fan and stoked for this, I definitely recommend you check them out. Art Party especially really got me excited. It's got a cool kind of wicked carnival feel, and then it gets really dark. Like I can imagine this movie. I mean, I listen to these tracks and just start picturing some of the carnage that Art is going to inflict. As you may know, the world premiere of Terrifier 2 is going to take place at the end of this month at the Fright Fest UK Film Festival. And in related news, just a few days ago, Damien Leone, writer, director, creator of Terrifier and Terrifier 2, he shared a nice message that he got from somebody who has seen the film and really praised it. But what's especially interesting here is in this note about Terrifier 2 sent to Damien, you can see that, well, first of all, it's pretty noticeable that a certain few words are redacted. And obviously, they're a little too spoilery to be seen here on social media. But what's not redacted, and what Damien even goes so far as to comment on, is this reference to A Nightmare on Elm Street. And as this person who has seen the film says that they love the old school Nightmare on Elm Street movies, particularly Dream Warriors and Dream Child, and that they love that Terrifier 2, they felt the love for these films, particularly Dream Warriors and Dream Child, in Terrifier 2. And in response to that, while recognizing that this review overall is pretty much emblematic of what Damien hopes all of us are going to feel after watching it, I found this very interesting. Leone says, quote, "So glad that Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors was noted, since that was a blatant inspiration for much of Terrifier 2's tone." Of course, The Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, many fans consider that to be the best of the Elm Street sequels, right up there with Wes Craven's original. I'd probably put New Nightmare up there with those two in my top 3 in the franchise. But I found that very interesting and pretty damn exciting. I mean, there are some similarities with Art the Clown and Freddy, if you think about it. I mean, there's some obvious differences. I mean, Art doesn't talk. He's silent. Freddy, of course, he's always talking. But I do get the sense that Art has some of Freddy's sense of humor in some ways. But anyway, I'm curious to hear what you guys make of these comments about Dream Warriors, particularly inspiring the tone of Terrifier 2. Does that get you more or less excited for the film? Tell me what you think that might mean and how you feel about that. And if you have listened to these first 3 tracks from the score, then absolutely I want to hear from you as well, what you think about those. I love them, and I'm adding them into rotation on my Halloween playlist this year. All right, let's check in with the live chat and see what you guys are saying. Byron says, can't wait to hear that HN soundtrack. Hopefully we get to hear something real soon. Wasn't it August when the first track from HK was released? Was it August? I think it was. It was pretty early. Earlier than we got the first one for 2018, I think. But it should be pretty soon. Let's see. Who else? Talking about Terrifier 2. Chad also can't wait for it. Byron's wondering if Terrifier 2 will be bloody as Halloween Kills. That's a good question. I don't know, man. I mean, the original Terrifier is pretty damn bloody. You know what I mean? It is. I mean, the fact that they're bloody disgusting is helping release that film. Terrifier, and I would imagine Terrifier 2, they do kind of live up to those words, bloody disgusting, in the best possible sense. You guys know what I mean. So yeah, I think it's going to be bloody. I would venture to say it'll probably be bloodier. I mean, from what Damien has said publicly in the 2-3 years that this film's been in development. Byron agrees that the 3 tracks are great. Cindy says, love all horror. Can't believe I haven't watched this. Going to change that. Yes, you need to watch Terrifier. It is not for the faint at heart. It is, but it is great. It is, and Art is our newest Halloween icon, Halloween horror icon. And I would venture to say, even though he's not really a traditional slasher, I think he qualifies as a slasher icon as well. But definitely a Halloween horror icon for sure. Isaiah Madrigal, welcome. Will there be a trailer 2 for Halloween Ends? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I highly expect that there will be a second trailer for Halloween Ends. I think it will probably drop, probably September, like right around Labor Day, right before, or right after Labor Day weekend, I would imagine, maybe right after Labor Day weekend, around the first week of September or so. I would imagine that they're going to release another one. Cult of Zombies says Terrifier 2 should go to Shudder to get a wider audience. Yep, I don't know if there was a bidding process or what went on, but apparently Screambox, the new up and coming horror streaming service. I have not checked out Screambox yet, but I will absolutely be doing whatever I have to do to watch Terrifier 2 ASAP upon its release. Byron thinks it's going to be as good as the first Terrifier. I think so. I mean, Damien is promising a 2-hour plus epic. Obviously, Art the Clown is going to be resurrected from the simple synopsis that we've had for 2 years. A sinister entity will resurrect Art the Clown. And of course, it takes place on Halloween night once again. I'm very excited for that one. All right, let's move on to our next news item. Okay, so many of you may know that we've been covering for some time now, for a couple of years now, the feature film adaptation of the Halloween horror novel Dark Harvest. The novel is written by Norman Partridge, and David Slade directed the feature film version of this movie. And we've been following its development since it was announced that MGM was going to be producing this adaptation. And filming took place in the fall of 2021. And we have yet to, and since filming wrapped, we've yet to hear anything else. It has been dated for now less than a month away, on September 8th. Is that right? Let me double check that. Excuse me. It has been dated, last we heard, and still officially for September 9th, which is now less than a month away. So I don't know if that date is going to be pushed back or not, but one good sign that the film is still on track to be released soon, and maybe this Halloween season as scheduled, is the fact that Dark Harvest has now also received its rating from the MPA. And it is also, like Halloween Ends, it has also been rated R. And we can go over here to HalloweenDailyNews.com, and you will see Dark Harvest is rated R for what the MPA calls strong horror violence and gore, language throughout, and brief drug use. The book and the film are set during Halloween of 1963 in a small Midwestern town where teenage boys eagerly square off each year with a butcher knife-wielding creature known as the October Boy, a.k.a. Sawtooth Jack. Sawtooth Jack in the film is played by Dustin Sighthammer, and Justin Casey and Imari Crutchfield star in this film. Like I said, Dark Harvest was dated by MGM originally for September of 2021. It was originally on the calendar, and then due to pandemic-related delays in filming, it didn't start filming until the fall of 2021. And it was rescheduled for 1 year later, for September 9th, 2022. Now, during this whole process of the film's pre-production, principal photography, and now post-production, it's interesting to note and keep in mind that MGM, the studio behind this project from the beginning, was acquired by Amazon. And so that does make me just wonder, now that the film has received its rating, although there's been no trailer, no poster, nothing really put out there as of yet, as of this live stream. But it does make me wonder if possibly it might be rescheduled, or if not, it might be going to Prime Video now. Now that Amazon is in control, it appears. In any case, we're keeping tabs on this. We've been following it since it was announced, like I said. Let me know if you've read the novel or if it sounds like something up your alley. You guys know I'm always looking for new Halloween movies, especially Halloween horror movies, to add to my annual October rotation. So, and this one sounds really cool and unique. Also, a really great special effects team worked on creating that creature, among them Vincent Van Dyke, who is part of Christopher Nelson's team on the Halloween films. So a lot of cool people. David Slade's an awesome director. It's got a lot going for it, and I've been concerned. I was happy to get this news this week that it did get its rating, because now I'm thinking, well, maybe it will still come out this year, but that September 9th date, I don't know. They need to get on some marketing or something if that's still going to happen. But in any case, we're going to be all over it right here at HDN, so let me know what you think about Dark Harvest. Turning back over here to the live chat now. A lot of Terrifier 2 talk. Aha, I see the Halloween Goblin is here. Excited for Hocus Pocus 2. Yep, that's what I'm going to talk about next, actually. Megan is here as well. Can't wait for Halloween. The most wonderful time of year, and it is practically upon us now. I mean, with all of this news, Spirit Halloween stores are opening up. Stuff is getting stocked at your Home Depots, at your Lowe's, and as soon as schools start up, which it sucks that schools start up so early in the summer now, that does blow. But the good side, the one good point of that for us Halloween people is that the stores get their back to school stuff out of the way that much quicker and make room for the Halloween stuff. Cindy agrees. A lot of great movies to watch this year. So many great movies. Absolutely. Erica's also excited for Hocus Pocus 2 and Wednesday on Netflix. And Halloween Ends. Nope. Of course. Of course. I've not seen that movie, Erica. Let's Not Meet on TV. No, I've not seen that one yet. Yeah, I'm excited for Wednesday, too. We're covering that as well. When a full trailer drops for that, I do plan to do a live like this, and a live breakdown like we do for some of the most anticipated movie and TV trailer events. And Wednesday is absolutely one of those. It's Tim Burton doing the Addams Family, first of all. I'm getting off track here. This isn't part of tonight's show officially, but that was a couple of you guys are excited for Wednesday, as I am. And that just gives me a chance to remind you to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss when we do our live breakdown of that trailer. But it's Tim Burton doing the Addams Family. I mean, that's a dream come true, a match made in heaven. I mean, and I've been a fan of Tim Burton's. He's been one of my favorite filmmakers, ever since Beetlejuice, and then his Batman movies just solidified it with me. So, all right, so again, a lot of you guys are excited, as I am, as we are as well, for these Halloween movies. And as some of you said, there are a lot of them to choose from. And if you're not so looking for the intense horror stuff, there's also the family-friendly stuff as well. There's going to be plenty of that this year. And the most anticipated family-friendly Halloween movie of 2022 has to be the highly dreamed of and prayed for by fans sequel that is finally a reality, Hocus Pocus 2. It is coming to Disney Plus, premiering on September 30th, And earlier this week, we did get 2 new promo images from the film released because they are featured in the they're featured in the D23 magazine. And what D23 is Disney's annual fan event, and it's happening next month. And I believe it's the second weekend in September. D23 happens in Anaheim. Well, it's when Disney premieres a bunch of trailers, reveals, new announcements, and all kinds of surprises to get people excited for their upcoming releases. Well, all indications are that Hocus Pocus 2 is taking center stage at this year's D23. And I'll show you what we mean. Here is the cover of Disney's Disney 23 magazine. A slight variation on, kind of a variation on that teaser poster that we've seen of the witches shot from behind. There you see the full moon, and that, of course, the iconic silhouettes and colors of the Sanderson sisters. And then this sequel's tagline, "We're back, witches." And you can see it's dated fall 2022 up top. And inside the magazine, they also give us this new still from the film, featuring the sisters in what appears to be the middle of another performance. Of course, their musical performance in the original film is one of the most beloved parts of that movie. And you can bet that there will be another musical number in the sequel. At least one, if not more. And I gotta say, as we've said before here in these first promo images of Bette Midler and Kathy Najimy and Sarah Jessica Parker there as the Sanderson sisters, they haven't really changed a lot. Well, they've died a few times now and come back, and they still look just like we remember. Like I said, Hocus Pocus 2 premieres on Disney Plus on Friday, September 30th, and then it will be streaming on there after that. So again, I know some of you guys are excited for this, as I am. I mean, the original Hocus Pocus is a beloved family classic from Disney. It's kind of like A Christmas Story in a lot of households, I believe. You know, A Christmas Story, the movie with the Red Ryder BB gun, where a lot of households like ours, it just kind of runs in the background during the Christmas holidays, just kind of on a perpetual loop some days. A lot of people kind of have that going on with Hocus Pocus, and that is thanks in no small part to the fact that well, now it's called the Freeform Network, but formerly the ABC Family Network, has always just made a practice of airing it almost every day or a couple times a day during their 31 days of Halloween, 31 nights of Halloween programming event each year, and that's helped it just become a part of so many families' annual viewing traditions. But give me your thoughts on Hocus Pocus 2 and these new images, and let me know how excited you are, or if you're not, you can let me know that too, for Hocus Pocus 2. Awesome. Goblin agrees it's hilarious. Yeah, Tim Burton is awesome. Goblin says Hocus Pocus is your favorite Halloween movie. That's awesome. Erica likes it too. You guys got all the quotes. Okay, so a lot of Hocus Pocus fans in here. Good. Excellent. A lot of cool Hocus Pocus merch is out this year too. You know, on Michael Myers Mondays, we're always talking about the Michael Myers related merch. A lot of cool Hocus Pocus merch. I'm not going to get into it tonight, but we're going to do a roundup of this year's 2022 Hocus Pocus Halloween collection from Spirit Halloween. A lot of new cool stuff. And it's really cool, I noticed, that, you know, as iconic as the Sanderson sisters are, and it's great to see them on everything, and they truly are on everything now, whether you're at like Home Goods or TJ Maxx or wherever you might be, they're there. They're at Lowe's or the Home Depot, you know, they're there. Everywhere you look. But I think it's great that in recent years we're getting a little bit more of some of the other characters like Billy Butcherson, and now even more recently it seems like they're giving more love to Danny Dennison. You see more. She got her own pop figure last year, and we're seeing more and more of that. So it's kind of like with Michael Dougherty's Trick or Treat. While we all love Sam, of course, and can't get enough Sam. I always say there's so many other great characters, and more to the point, great costumes that all those great characters are wearing that you could do so much with. And it's great now that we're seeing so much love for some of the School Bus Massacre characters from Trick or Treat, and starting to get a little bit more of that. And I'd love to see more of that. And I kind of feel the same way with Hocus Pocus. There's so many other awesome characters, especially Billy. And that's why I was especially glad a few years ago when Disney started licensing more and more Billy Butcherson stuff. And of course, the great Doug Jones, who plays Billy, he is back in the sequel as well. That is confirmed. He has confirmed it himself. And that is yet another reason to look forward to Hocus Pocus 2. All right. Okay, before we get to the anima talk of the evening, quick little music note, aside from the new tracks from Terrifier 2, some other cool new music was released this week for franchise fans and just, like-minded horror fans in general. You probably have seen, and if you haven't, you're going to want to check out the new official video for the shower scene, the new single from Ice Nine Kills. And the song is great, as you can imagine. It's about Psycho. The video is even better though. It pays homage to Psycho, and with some really notable and cool twists to it. It's also part of an ongoing narrative that the band is telling throughout their videos right now. And best of all, it stars some of our friends, notably Scout Taylor Compton, who I hope you checked out my interview with Scout from earlier this year. If not, you can find it elsewhere on this channel or at HalloweenDailyNews.com in the interviews section. Also, the great Bill Moseley is in there. You can check out an earlier interview that I did with Bill Moseley from a few years ago in the interview section of HalloweenDailyNews.com as well. Even Joe Bob Briggs is in there as the judge in the courtroom scene as well. So I recommend, if you haven't checked that out, check it out. It's definitely, not Halloween specific. I mean, it's Psycho. It's got Halloween franchise alums in there, and it's Ice Nine Kills. I mean, come on, come on, they rock. And another new single was released this year. Here, let's go over here. Another new single was released this week as well from our friend Wednesday 13. And if you guys are not familiar with Wednesday 13, then you absolutely should be. If you like Ice Nine Kills, you're going to love Wednesday 13, and vice versa. That's the double bill I want to see. But this is really cool because Wednesday 13 officially announced the release date of his upcoming album, released the first single, and released the track listing. And one particular track especially raised my eyebrows. Check it out. So our friend Wednesday 13 announced this week that on October 7th, his new album, Horrifier, will drop. And the announcement coincided with the release of the album's first single. Single? What is that? I'm not even drinking tonight, I swear, guys. Where was I? It coincided with the release of the album's first single, titled You're So Hideous. And its video, you're also going to want to check out, because its video is, while the song is about Medusa, you know, the snake-headed, don't look at her goddess of mythology. That's what the lyrics are about. But the video for You're So Hideous is an awesome homage to The Exorcist. So my metalhead friends out there are definitely going to want to check that one out too as soon as we get done here. But this is the coolest part of the announcement. The track listing. 11 tracks on the Horrifier album. But look here at track number 6. Do you see what I see? Track number 6 is entitled Return to Haddonfield. That's right, boys and girls. It looks like Wednesday 13 is releasing a sequel of sorts to the kick-ass song. If you've never heard it, go to Spotify, listen to it. In fact, go to Spotify, look for me, Matt Arts. Look for my Michael Myers playlist. It's public. You can find it. The track's on there. It's called Haddonfield. It's all about Halloween. If you haven't heard it, you got to check it out. We talked to Wednesday 13 earlier this year when he was a guest at Mad Monster Party back in February. And I even asked him at that time if there was going to be another Halloween song on the new album. And I didn't mean Halloween franchise Michael Myers specific. I meant just a song about October 31st, Halloween, because he has written quite a few songs about Halloween. Literally, if you check out my Halloween songs playlist while you're at it on Spotify, you're welcome to. It's public. You'll find a lot of Wednesday 13 on there because he's written some great songs about Halloween. And just some great horror themes metal. But one of the absolute best, probably my favorite, has to be Haddonfield. And so here we go. Track number 6 on the new album is Return to Haddonfield. Now again, when I asked him if there was going to be another Halloween song back in February, he did not let on that there was going to be. If he knew that this was happening, he did not let on it in any way that it was going to be happening. So maybe he was just keeping it close to the vest at the time, but I like to think maybe I just planted a little bug in his ear, you know, kind of like a bug from a silver shamrock mask, and it kind of crawled in there and did its thing over the weeks and months, and then he got thinking and was looking, and maybe he was saying, you know, those 10 tracks look great, but I think we need one more. I think we need one more right in the middle to make it number 6. And I think it's got to be about Halloween, but not just Halloween. Michael Myers, the Halloween franchise, Haddonfield. Anyway, maybe I'm giving our conversation a little too much credit there, but in any case, check out the new video for what's it called again? You're So Hideous. You're gonna love that. Check out Ice Nine Kills' new video. You're going to love that as well. Some good horror-themed metal right there. And wouldn't they make a great double bill? I mean, come on. Let's make that happen, people. But super stoked for both. Well, the Ice Nine Kills album has been out for a while, but super stoked for Wednesday's new album. You guys agree that Billy's cool? Billy Butcherson, awesome. Yes, Goblin, you need to listen to that. All those music recommendations, yeah. Those are some personal Mad Arts music recommendations. They are absolutely fit for your Halloween playlist, and but it doesn't have to be Halloween time, you know, because every day is Halloween anyway, right? All right, let's get into our main feature this evening. We're going to be taking a look at some more of the new 2022 animatronics that Spirit Halloween continues to put up on their website, most of which are now in stock and available to order right now from the website. We do have an affiliate link to Spirit Halloween in the description of this video, and I'll be updating after we get done with the live with direct links to each of these new animatronics we're going to take a look at. And we're going to be looking at the ones that we haven't talked about before on any previous report here on the channel. The first one we're going to talk about, we didn't talk about previously, but we did share the official demo video, and I hope you got a chance to watch that. But if you didn't, we'll take a look at it again right now because she is a beauty. I am talking about the officially licensed Reagan animatronic from The Exorcist. And here, I'll just let you take a look at her.
What an excellent day for an exorcism. It would bring us together. You and us.
Okay, she stands a life-size 5 foot tall. She is priced at $280, and as you can see, unlike when we first shared the link, she is now in stock and shipping upon order from spirithalloween.com. And again, if you can click that affiliate link in the description of this video, that helps us out just a tiny bit as well, and it doesn't affect your price at all. All right, let's take a look at some of these other new animatronics that have been loaded up here on the Experiment 1031 page. All right, next up, standing at 5.8 feet tall, they call this one the Widow. Yeah, she kind of reminds me a little bit of the what they call her, the broke neck lady from The Haunting of Hill House. Again, she doesn't do a whole lot, but I mean, she's definitely creepy looking. You guys let me know what you think. The Widow is not in stock yet on the site, so we will keep an eye out for her price when she does become available. All right, up next we've got the 6 foot clown animatronic known as Nozzles, and he is priced at $350, and he is in stock right now at spirithalloween.com. Here he is in action.
I tried to sanitize this place first. When I'm done, nothing's gonna be left living. Oh, it makes your eye water, don't it?
Yes, and to answer your question in the live chat, yes, the Reagan head does spin all the way around. And my favorite thing about it, I mean, that part's awesome, but my favorite thing about that Reagan animatronic is that it projects the face of the demon Pazuzu. Like, it can project it on the wall like you saw in there. That, to me, is the coolest feature of that animatronic, and really makes it to me, because that scene in the movie, just that quick still of the Pazuzu face, I mean, it's always like the craziest, spookiest, one of the spookiest moments, if not probably the spookiest moment for me in that film. There's a lot of spooky moments. And Wednesday 13 puts on that same makeup in the new video for You're So Hideous. Again, check it out. All right, let's go back over here. Now, this one I like for obvious reasons. You guys know I love my pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns, obviously. This is the 7-foot possessed pumpkin animatronic. And unfortunately, we do not have a price on him quite yet because he is not in stock online quite yet. But we can take a look at him in action in the official demo.
Monsters have been carving up my friends for years. Now it's my turn to make a jack-o'-lantern from your head.
Again, you gotta love a 7-foot demon pumpkin creature. I would imagine he's probably going to be priced pretty comparable to some of those other taller animatronics in the $300 or $350 range, most likely. All right, for you clown fans, you're going to like this one. This is the 6.4-foot Mr. Punchy.
I have a secret. Come closer and I'll tell you. Closer, closer.
And again, he stands at 6.4 feet tall. He is not in stock yet either. 3.8 foot tall Betty Sharp. And you can see she is rocking a bloody butcher knife and is pretty much splattered in blood.
I like collecting things. Can I show you my collection? I love cooking. Mommy lets me do all the chopping. My sister used to be Mommy's favorite, but I took care of that.
Yeah, Spirit gets almost a little mean-spirited with some of these, but man, my favorite part has got to be the sister, I guess it's supposed to be, moving in the sack. That's my favorite part of that one. The movement inside the sack. That's really good. And I love that the knife's about twice as big as her head. We don't have a price on Betty quite yet. She is not in stock on the website as of this recording. Here we have the 4-foot young Crouchy animatronic. Here he is in action. And Crouchy is also listed as coming soon still on the official website. As is the 3-foot Lil Skelly Bones, they call this guy. Check him out.
Through the dark woods and into the night. I'm coming for you to give you a fright. Da 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 da.
Pretty cool, pretty creepy. I like the jump scare animatronics. And here's a new 3-foot deadly creeper. This is basically a giant spider animatronic. Are you guys getting that humming when I play the audio from the other from these videos? I'm hearing a humming in my ear set here. If so, I apologize for that. We don't have too many more of them to go. I don't know what that issue is, but I'll definitely try to fix that for the next one, because that is not normal or supposed to be happening. The 3-foot deadly creeper spider animatronic is priced at $200 and is in stock right now at SpiritHalloween.com. And you can never really go wrong with another creepy scarecrow for Halloween, right? This is the 6.5-foot straw man animatronic, and he is priced at $300 and is also in stock right now.
Did you know that this land is cursed? The original farmer buried his victims in this very field. They say it helped to keep his soil nice and fertilized. Would you care to see where the remains lie?
Okay, yeah, Goblin says you hear the rumbling, yeah, I don't know what's up with that, guys. I apologize for that. That doesn't normally happen. All right, so there's Straw Man. Another one listed as coming soon is the 3-foot Spike animatronic. Not really too much to him, just kind of one of the more generic, like, hanging animatronics. You see a lot of different types of those at other stores as well. And one more listed as coming soon here in the new arrivals is this 6-foot animatronic that they call Rat Girl. Here's her demo.
3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run? Not fast enough for me.
And we've got another one that is in stock over on the animatronics section of SpiritHalloween.com for $150. This is the 3-foot Bag of Bones animatronic. Yeah, again, pretty simple, but I do like the jump scare animatronics. And for haunters, you know, I mean, it does serve a purpose. Now, it's kind of interesting that you got the Spirit Halloween logo on the bag. I just noticed that. Jack's Spirit Acres Farm, reaping the land since 1983. Now, that's pretty cool. Reference to when Spirit Halloween first opened in 1983. That's pretty cool. I didn't think about it until now, but that means that Spirit Halloween will be celebrating its 40th anniversary next year. Maybe we'll finally make the trek out to the flagship store for the 40th anniversary opening. We've never been to the flagship opening, but and I haven't been to any Spirit yet. You know, there are some Spirits open right now. Maybe even in your neck of the woods. All right, so most of these other ones I think we've looked at before. We did look at the Bog Zombie, Lord Raven, the giant monkey with the symbols called Monty, and the 6-foot clown Nozzles. I do believe we looked at those. Well, we looked at Nozzles tonight. There was the legless clown known as Lucky Bottoms, who lost his bottom. And then, of course, there's always the assortment of various returning animatronics, previously released favorites, some of which we've reported on previously. Just earlier today, it was officially announced in an email that Mr. Dark is back. And Mr. Dark is notable because he is fairly prominently featured in the official teaser trailer for the upcoming Spirit Halloween movie. It's called Spirit Halloween, the movie. And so it's fitting that he is back in stores and available online for 2022. He was originally first released in 2021. He is 8.8 feet tall. He's priced at $280. And, well, rather than tell you what he does, here, check him out. Pretty cool. The Reaper comes in dark of night, so he's a take on the Reaper. And again, that's a hell of a jump scare when he's crouched like that and then can launch up to almost 9 feet. That's pretty awesome. So definitely good to see Mr. Dark back, especially considering he is in the movie. And here's another animatronic featured fairly prominently in that official teaser trailer for Spirit Halloween, the movie, and is now confirmed to be officially back and is currently in stock for this year at SpiritHalloween.com. This is the 3.5-foot Nightcrawler animatronic. He is priced at $200. And yeah, you might have seen Nightcrawler. Again, he was in stores last year as well. Some of the officially licensed characters, Sam and Pennywise, are both back, as well as Krampus from Michael Dougherty's movie Krampus. They're all back in stock right now online, as well as a lot of other previous releases. I don't know if she's going to come to life in the movie, but you can see this 5-foot Evelyn Leach animatronic in the background of one of the scenes of that teaser trailer. We can take a look at her in action here. Yeah, I always think that this one, I remember when it was released last year, I think that she is one of the most lifelike looking animatronics, just as far as the face sculpt, and a pretty cool idea. And it was neat seeing her in that teaser trailer as well. And of course, Buzzsaw is back, first released last year. You see him also quite prominently in that teaser trailer for Spirit Halloween, the movie. So it makes total sense that he would be back. And he is listed as in stock and available to add to your cart right now from SpiritHalloween.com, priced at $300. If you haven't seen him in action.
In no time. Did you see that? I saw that. You need to be cut down to size. I've got a hammer, and I hammer in the evening all over this place.
So Buzzsaw is back. Let's see, Erica's asking if they have a witch animatronic. I don't know if she's officially a witch, but they do have the Hauntress here. Yeah, I don't know if she's officially considered a witch or not. More like a phantom, maybe. But they do have this 5.5-foot Hauntress animatronic back. And again, this is one of the jump scare animatronics. Kind of like her maniacal laugh. All right, so there's a brief rundown of yet more of the new 2022 Halloween animatronics that are, many of those, like I said, are in stock right now. I'll be adding links to this video after we get done here to where you can find them, but anytime you can just hit that generic Spirit Halloween affiliate link that is in the description right now. And again, that just helps us out a tiny bit because we make a small commission if you make any purchases through that link. It doesn't change your price or anything, just helps us keep the lights on here at HDN a little bit, and we appreciate it. So let me hear your thoughts on some of these new animatronics. Which ones are you most impressed with? Are you looking to purchase any? Have you purchased any? Like I said, the Spirit flagship store opened. It opened like 2 weeks ago now. Opened last weekend, I guess. Weekend before last. It opened weekend before last is when the flagship opened. And now other stores are starting to open around the country. So let me know if your neighborhood Spirit is opening their doors yet. We're going to be hunting them down here very soon, doing some Hallow hunting as we hit the road, going to Mad Monster Expo in about 2 weeks. Then we're going to Haunted Screams Expo in Hampton, Virginia after that next month. Some other events we're going to be hitting the road for. So, yeah, we're going to be planning to hit quite a few different Spirit Halloween store locations in the next coming weeks. So get those shelves stocked, y'all, and get those doors open. Let's get this. All right. One more check over here in the live chat. See what everybody's saying. Goblin says a YouTuber got Reagan and keeps her in the basement. Nice. Johnny Trouble in the house. What's up, man? Erica loves the clown. Johnny said she's kind of sexy. I guess you're talking about Broke Neck? Surely not Reagan. Or maybe the bride, the crying bride you were talking about. You guys like the Reagan animatronic? Yeah, she's really cool. I mean, that one, when I saw it teased in the Spirit viral marketing campaign, I was like, ooh, that is like really cool. And it appears that is the only officially licensed new animatronic that Spirit is getting this year. They've got a lot of those cool original ones, but and Sam, Krampus, and Pennywise are all back, but I don't know that they're going to be in stores. They might be on only items, especially when it comes to Krampus and Pennywise. They might be online only. I've seen Sam in physical Spirit stores pretty much every year since that animatronic was first released in 2019. So I'd be a little bit surprised if it's not back in stores, but we'll have to wait and see. They are listed on the website right now, though. But that Reagan, nice and new and never been done before that I can think of. Can you guys remember another life-size Reagan animatronic that was ever previously released? I don't remember there ever being one. So, yeah, like I said, lots I like about that. I think she looks cool. I do like the audio they have in there. And I didn't say it in this report. I think we talked about it previously, but it's got some of the actual dialogue. Obviously, some of it they can't put in there, but some actual dialogue clips from the movie in there, which is pretty cool. But again, my favorite thing about that particular animatronic is that Pazuzu face that it projects onto the wall or whatever's behind it. I think that is the selling point there. Y'all like the evil child. Yeah, Betty Sharp is pretty creepy. I like her. Linus Adventures checked in. Happy Halloween. Yeah, it's definitely Halloween season. August 1, it's Halloween. I mean, every day is Halloween. We're Halloween daily, so every day. But yeah, if you're going to call it Halloween season, it starts like August 1, right? Or July 5th, right? Jordy is in the house too. Awesome. Thank you for joining us, man. Goblin says tried to get Mr. Dark last year. They didn't have them in stock. May have to get him. Yeah, you better go order him up right now. He's in stock on the website right now. Like I said, use that affiliate link in the description when you do. Or if you go get him at the store, tell him Halloween Daily sent you. And then share some pictures of you with Mr. Dark. I want to see it, or some video, even better. It'd be awesome. Goblin says the closest one is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It was awesome. Went last year, had a blast. Yeah, we always go. It's great. It's like an event going to the Spirit Halloween stores. And those animatronics are part of it. And now I love that, I call it the Hallow Wars. It's like for 40 years, Spirit kind of has been the place. And now we've got Home Depot and Lowe's and Party City and all these other stores and outlets getting into the game and getting into the action. And yeah, it's competition for all of them, which is great for all of us because it just means more Halloween product and more Halloween love out there. And as you can see, earlier than ever, not just online, but physical stores are starting to open up. Stuff is getting shipped to the physical stores right now. Yeah, so as you guys said, it's our time now. Not like it ever isn't. I mean, it could be November 1st. It's still Halloween. We're every day Halloween. But now it's actually our time. Now it's actually even for for people that don't live Halloween every single day like we do, 365. You have to admit, come on, it's August now. Come on, what more do you want? We can't be any closer to the Halloween season without being in October, right? Let's see. Reagan might be the highlight this year. Yeah, she's really cool. Want the Reagan and the Mr. Dark. Yep. Grim says, literally started planning my haunt for 2022 on November 1st. Halloween is year-round. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I always go back to that great scene at the beginning of The Nightmare Before Christmas, the Halloween parade, and, Halloween, it's over, we did it. And now it's time to start planning next Halloween. And, they just, that's you, that's me, that's us. Yes, it never stops. And that's the way it should be. There is no true off season. It's just that we have to deal with other people that may see it as off season during certain times of the year. But that's why at this time of the year, come on, people, come on. You can't say it's not Halloween season now, right? I don't know. It's pretty hot here where we're at today. A little too hot for Halloween, if you ask me. I'm ready for the cool weather, but that's just me. Boo says, my spirit opened late last Thursday, even applied for a part-time job. Very cool. Let us know if you get it. That's very awesome. And yes, the fact that your spirit has already opened, that couldn't be better. Erica agrees. Absolutely. Awesome. Well, cool. This has been great, guys. Again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in to this HDN live episode of the Halloween show. We do this type of stuff all the time. The new format for the Halloween show this year, this is our third season of doing the Halloween show, and we're doing it slightly different. Basically, it's going to be live like this when we do it, and where it was always a Friday show before, this year, as you can see, we're not limiting it to really any specific day. It's going to be as needed, and when there's that much news going on. We're not even limiting to doing it once a week. If we need to do more than one episode of the Halloween show like this, then we will. In addition, though, we're still going to do individual reports and some of what we reported on here tonight. You know how it works by now. We're going to chop it up and serve it up in bite-sized segments tomorrow and this weekend. But there'll still be time for other breaking news stories, our coverage of other events like Scares That Care that we're still rolling out some of our coverage right now. Be sure to check out all of that if you haven't already. And if you missed the event and couldn't be there, just watch our videos and it'll transport you right there. Put it on the surround sound or listen on your headset, and you're gonna feel like you're there because we captured it from head to toe. And it's kind of bittersweet because last week it was announced that event, the 3-day charity weekend event itself, has been discontinued. The charity itself continues. They're going to do other fundraisers, other cool events. They're not going anywhere. It's just the horror convention component has been discontinued. So it's a little sad looking at all this stuff that we won't be able to go back next year to it. But, never say never. And the upside and the part that does make us happy is that we were able to capture so much of the event on what we didn't know at the time, but turned out to be the last one. And much of that, actually, the walkthrough especially was filmed actually on Sunday, on literally the last day of the last one. So, again, another reason to check that stuff out and to get you hyped for our next upcoming events. Mad Monster Expo, we're going to be there, Concord, North Carolina, the end of this month. And then next month, September 17th and 18th, come join us in Hampton, Virginia for Haunted Screams Expo. Both awesome Halloween horror-themed events, great guest lineups, a couple of Michael Myers actors here and there at those events, so you're not going to want to miss that. And we're going to be there, HDN. We're going to have a table. We're going to have a total presence. And, of course, if you can't be there in person, again, we got you covered right here. We've got those events covered and lots more coming this way. So, if I didn't say it already enough times, I'll say it one more time. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our ongoing coverage of everything we've talked about here tonight. And you can always find out more about all of these stories anytime at our main website, HalloweenDailyNews.com. Subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of our impromptu, often unannounced live events like this was tonight. And drop this video a like if you don't mind. Drop us a comment down below, even after we get done here. Even if you got nothing left to say, you said it all in the live chat. If you just want to drop us a jack-o'-lantern down in the comments below, just a little pumpkin emoji, just that much will help with the algorithms and all that stuff, and defeating the bots of YouTube, the tube bots, you know what I mean? So all that helps, and we appreciate it. And again, think about joining the HDN club if you want, become a channel member, blah, 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 all that good stuff. It's totally worth it, and it's only $5 a month. So, but no pressure. It doesn't change anything. You're still going to get everything that we have always given you for free, and so much more, because, like we said, it's a busy time, and it's our time, and there's a lot to talk about. And I love having these conversations with you guys. So again, thank you all for joining me tonight. This has been a blast. Couldn't have done it without you. And be sure to make your plans to join us for Michael Myers Monday live this coming Monday, 10:31 p.m. That's when we talk about only Michael Myers Halloween franchise news and discussion. And there's a lot of that, as you can see. And again, look for all of our other coverage of all of these other stories every day right here on the HDN YouTube channel. All right, everybody. I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching.